She was fucking already.
Dude, watch it.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's so strong. It goes on and on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe.
Welcome to the Come Out Talk Show. I am your host, Pink Princess, and welcome to the Pink Palace. It is Saturday night, and it is 9 p.m., so you know what we're doing. We're about to get down and dirty, but first, let's gossip. I've had a long week. I don't know about you guys, but I had a really long week. It was tiresome. Did y'all catch Yaya's new show on Fox 5? I believe it's called Crowns. Can we talk about the fashion show? If you missed it, you missed the fabulous hairstyles of my Nubian queens. First of all, let me say, Yaya, you are stunning. From that, all the hair, the afro, and then they braided it up into like these crowns. They had a fashion show. It was quite lovely. And she has inspired me to get a wig in that setting, because I don't think I could sit there and have my hair braided like that, because you know Africans be pulling our hair and our foreheads be up here when they finish because they braid that tight. But shout out to that show. I absolutely loved it and I adored it. So I advise you to check that out. It comes on Fox. Check your local listings. I watched it on Hulu because I like Hulu. Squid Games on Netflix. Okay. Someone told me to watch it. It was very good. And I love to watch good things on a Sunday. So I checked it out last Sunday because I had nothing to do. I had my day off. And I watched episode 1. Well, at the beginning it dragged. And I was like, I don't think I like this. So I turned it off. And I went back to it. Let me say I am quite disturbed by this. And this is not too far-fetched. As it was playing and everything was rolling out, I said somewhere in one of these countries, this is actually going on, if not here. So if you're missing your friends for a little while, and then the dog, red light, green light, ding, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba, red light, green light, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba, and then they was running like they was crazy. Ah, help me, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I love that shit. I turned it off because it scared the shit out of me. I said, what if somebody called me? Because you know we get a lot of robocalls and they be asking for your social security. Hi, this is Social Security and I'm calling to tell you that your benefits are expired. Please press 1 if you hear me. Can you hear me? Hello. And as soon as you say yes, then they hang up on your ass, right? Guess what you just did? You signed over all your benefits. So look for that check this month because it ain't coming. Wendy Williams. Have y'all heard the news about Wendy Williams? Have y'all? Let's give it up for my studio audience. Come on. Let's give it up. We got the studio audience. Y'all quiet tonight. Wake up. Serve them more drinks so we can wake them up. Now I'm going to ask y'all again. Have y'all heard the new news about Wendy Williams?
No.
We're going to get this window open in here. We need this air conditioner on because it's hot in this studio. I just want to let y'all know when we go on break. Wendy Williams is not doing good, unfortunately. And they are in talks of having Nick Cannon replace her. I love Nick Cannon. But can I ask y'all a question? Is Nick Cannon like, I don't even want to say it because that's a racist joke that I've been programmed to say, so I'm not going to say it here. But he got mad jobs, because y'all know where I was going with that. And how come he got all those? Well, I guess it's because he has all those kids. Shout out if you're into mad kids with mad women. Ooh, quiet. Well, I guess if you got the money to do it. But what does it say about those women that lay down and actually have a kid by Nick Cannon? And why I only know one of his kids' name, Golden. I only know Golden. So I've been watching his show because Wendy's not on. And I want to support. At first I didn't like it. I still don't really like it. It hasn't grown on me. I think it's just like stretching and pushing, you know. And everybody and their mother wants a talk show nowadays. Did they follow the Come Out talk show? But since Wendy Williams is gone, then that leaves room for the Come Out talk show at 10 p.m. on Channel 5. So fingers crossed, aim big. I know y'all saying, oh, bitch, you wish, but you got to aim big in order to succeed. Only little fish catch other little fish. But Nick Cannon, I wish you the best. And he's a flirt. He flirt with every woman that stand up there, and they're cute. I think the Come Out talk show should make an appearance at one of Nick Cannon's tapings. What y'all think? What y'all think? You should go out there one day? We'll look into that. See if I can get some tickets. We have some future guests coming on board. But we're starting with tonight with a fabulous guest. I have a fabulous, fabulous guest. You are going to love them when they come out. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Next week, we have official, someone who's in the government type of situations, running for office. She's a great woman, and I don't want to announce her yet because I want to make sure she show up. But she's going to show up because she said she was. So tune in next Saturday for a special time, 6 p.m. Once a month, we're going to go earlier, 6 p.m. because I have another engagement once a month because you guys know I'm performing now. Yeah. I stay working too. I'm like Nick Cannon. Gotta make that coin. And so since I had that engagement once a month, we will be going early, 6 p.m. instead of 9 p.m. But we will advertise and we will let you know when we're going. We also have a special Halloween show coming up. Now the Halloween show is going to be more geared kid friendly. So you can invite some kids because there will be a child in the house along with an author. I'm not going to say her name either, but I've had the pleasure of meeting her this week or meeting with her. Actually, I bumped into her in the store, and I bought her book because, you know, we have to support our sisters. She's a trans woman. She wrote a book, and I'm in the process of reading that. So I'm going to get through it, and we're going to get her on. Tune in for our special Halloween show. And I want to let you know that you can win a prize on Halloween. Ask me how.
How?
Oh, huh?
How?
It's very simple. Our loyal viewers, all you have to do is tune in to the Come Out Talk Show on Halloween Eve. That's the eve before Halloween. So I guess that's October 30th at 9 p.m. Tune in, and all you have to do is try to get us via Messenger. And the first one who gets us on Messenger, when we actually open up the Messenger to get through, will win the prize. That's how we're going to do it at the Come Out Talk Show. We're not going to tell you when we're going because it's a game. And we want to see who actually follows directions and who plays. Believe me, I'm in no hurry to give out prizes here. So if we don't give it out, they'll keep turning over to the next shows until somebody wins. All right, it's cooling down in here a little bit now. Maybe my adrenaline was just high. Because, you know, this is only the second show. But we here. On today's topic is one that is very sensitive. When is it time to transition your children? When a child comes up to you and says, I am transgender, I am in the wrong body, it's not for you to freak out. Like, take me, for example. When I was growing up, I grew up in the foster care system. So very easy for me to tell a foster parent or someone in a group home that I'm transgender. And my response was always either something was wrong with me, I was sick, or immediately I was rushed to a hospital, like some sort of demon was trying to take over my body. And so when this happened, it discouraged me a lot. And the discouragement came not from myself, but it came from the feedback of the adults that didn't take the time to get to know me or understand what it was that I was actually saying. They had a book that they used to throw at me, the DSM book, and in there it had me listed under gender dysphoria. I bet you my picture was right there, like this. Proudly, gender dysphoria. And it was always a big deal. It was throw me on meds. It was, oh, I'm gay, I'm going to hell. It was always religious aspects. Stop throwing religion into sexuality. And when someone tells you that they are different from you, stop immediately condemning people to hell because you don't have a heaven or a hell to put us in. I think that was... No, stop. But when your kids come up to you and they tell you that they are different, stop being so hateful. And I'm talking mostly to my people. Stop the hate. It's other things out there other than masculinity and femininity. There's in between, there's gender non-conforming, there's bisexuality. And I read a funny meme this week. It said, you people always complaining about gays this and gays that and gays being so feminine, but look at all your baby daddies. They're all masculine. I thought that was very funny. But we're going to get more into that topic when my co-hosts come out. No, don't even put the co-host up there yet. I see you anxious tonight. I am going to announce my co-host tonight. I have finally chosen. Some of you know all the drama of even trying to put this show together and trying to get a bunch of trans and gay people in one room. It was quite messy, quite messy. And you see, I launched completely by myself until I chose people that I felt were right for this position. So I have chosen, and we will definitely get to that in a moment. So today I was out and about, had a few drinks earlier, maybe you saw on my page. But today was National Trans Visibility March. Across New York, Orlando, Los Angeles, and Atlanta. But here's the thing. The place where I went, sadly, I could say myself, another one. There were about 7 transgender people in the building. NYPD chaperone. Thank you, NYPD. We felt very safe. Because, you know, trans people are under attack in America. But I felt very safe. But I felt saddened because we still don't show up. Why are we not showing up for these events? It was a free event. All you have to do is pay for your drinks if that's what you do. There was food everywhere. And I'm sure, I hope they didn't have to throw that food out because, you know, there's a lot of homeless people in Harlem, and I hope they gave it away. But it was food, there was drinks, it was everything there. So that's all the time you get with me individually and personally. So when we come back, I am going to introduce you to who I have chosen as my co-host. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show with your host, Pink Princess. Stay locked in. We'll be right back after these messages.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's so strong. It goes on and on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat.
Welcome back to the Come Out Talk Show. I hope you're all feeling good on this Saturday night. Well, I'm not going to prolong this. This gentleman was so outstanding. He's outstanding as a friend. He's outstanding as a mentor to some. He has been a pillar in the trans community for quite some time. And he's very easy to talk to. He's caring, he's understanding, he's woke, and he's a trill ass bitch. Because that's what I learned last week, remember? When he talked, no, he's not a trill ass bitch. I don't know. Maybe he has to tell me again what it is. But please give a warm Come Out Talk Show welcome to my co-host, King Lee Trell. Alexa, play my royalty playlist.
Your playlist, Royalty, on Amazon Music.
Up. Yay! Alexa, turn off the music. Just unplug it and plug it back in. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So you know why I chose you?
Why you chose me?
Because you a true ass bitch.
Oh, why I gotta be a bitch? Why can't be a dude, a man, trill ass man?
Well, you're a trill ass dude.
Thank you.
I had so much fun last week with you.
Right.
And we've known each other for quite some time.
Right.
And what a lot of people don't know is we actually sat in the park and had a conversation that actually, I won't say that I'm not giving you the credit for everything, but I'll say we had a nice conversation which led to this moment. And I would feel like a trill ass fucked up bitch if you were not a part of this opportunity.
Right.
So thank you so much for all that you do for the trans community.
Yes, I try.
Thank you for being a voice in the transgender community.
Yes.
And thank you for standing up for what's right and not allowing yourself to be part of this crazy, fucked up world that bashes trans women and think that we don't have a place. So I'll step back and I will allow you to, hold on. You got a knight in ceremony. I'll ask you a few questions before I actually crown you king of, well, wait a minute. Skittles is king of these lands here. But I'm sure he'll share the throne a little bit with you. So, first, I need you to rise.
No problem.
King Clee, Trell.
Yes.
Face me. Since this isn't sharp, you ain't got to worry about me poking you. Okay, so do you vow to always be real and true when you come on the talk show?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you vow to tell the truth and say it how you mean it when you come on this talk show?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you vow as a host of this show that you will uphold the law and become the fabulous man that you are supposed to be?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you will you designate rules and authority where it needs to be as it comes to the Come Out talk show?
Yes, ma'am.
And lastly, will you bend over and drop it like it's hot with it?
Oh, man. That part I can't really get with.
King Terrell, I crown you co-host of season 1 of the Come Out talk show. Please take this honor very seriously.
Yes, ma'am.
And all you need to do is show up.
Right. No problem.
Amen. 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 So, children,
Yes.
when should they transition?
Me personally, I think children should transition. Well, for the feedback I got from other, trans women, trans people that transitioned when they was young, they should do it young, around 14, 15, I heard. That should be the time you should transition,
And to the people that are out there saying, oh, a child does not know what they're going to do with their body, and they shouldn't be allowed to make decisions with their body at that young of an age. What do you say to that?
I say to them is you got to think about it when you was young. I tell people that all the time. You got to think about when you was young, you knew what you liked, you knew what you wanted, you knew exactly which way you wanted to go. So please don't sit there and say that, because I hate when people try to make it an assumption that, oh, kids don't know what they want. Then you're making it seem like your child is dumb.
Right.
And children are not stupid. All right.
I need a new color. So yeah, their children are not stupid, and we definitely know who we are at young ages. Like me, for instance, I was having dreams that I was prom queen at the age of 6. I would dream those dreams. And one day I told my grandmother, I said, Grandma, I'm a girl. She didn't quite freak out the way my foster mothers did. Actually, my grandmother was quite supportive. When I told her I'm a girl, and I kept saying I'm a girl, and then I did the ultimate. I put on my little wrestling uniform. Those was tight, right? Mm-hmm. I wrapped a little scarf around my head. I put some socks in my shirt, and I'll pump down the street holding my little brother hand like, cunt. All the boys was in their window hooping and hollering and shit. And I was only 7 years old. And then I left my socks down there by the pool. So we get up the next morning, and my grandmother keeps coming out, and she making breakfast, pancakes. My brother come out, we eating at the table. My little brother said, my grandmother said, why I keep finding these gym socks next to the pool? And my little brother, his big head ass, may he rest in peace, blurts out, that's because he keep putting socks in his shirt pretending he's a girl. And my grandmother's face when he was telling her that, and I said, and she slapped the shit out of me because I lied, and 2, because I had on the goddamn gym socks down there. But yeah, I had some size D's or something, and them things was huge. But that goes to show you that I knew exactly who I wanted to be. Maybe I didn't know to what extent, but I definitely knew where I wanted to be at that age. So when your children are telling you who they are at that age, listen. It's just simple. Listen.
Right, just simple. Just listen. That's all. Like, for example, Zaya Wade, that's Dwayne Wade's, now trans daughter.
Correct.
Right. So, I have to explain to him, and I'm glad his wife, Gabrielle Union, explained it to him too, to really get him on the path to really support the child. It's your duty to support the child, and I see he's really becoming the father that every trans person wish they had.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And a lot of people give him so much criticizing to, he's just using his child to promote gay activities and stuff like that. No, he's not.
If he's heterosexual man, how is he promoting gay activity? And what is a gay activity? What do they consider a gay activity?
I don't know what they do. They think the man's probably have a secret life, or he does all types of stuff, which I know for a fact he doesn't. He has a wife. Which
brings me to my problem that people think that trans women engage in gay behavior. And I'm so glad we have this guest coming out in a few that I'm sure we're going to get into that because she's standing by. She can hear everything that's going on. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we have a special guest one of my little sisters that I like to call her. And we'll get right into it when we come back. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show. I am your host, Pink Princess, and your co-host,
Kinkley Trail.
You didn't hook it back up to the speaker. As he wiggles.
I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. Cause I got no reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling good and so
And then the color of the light.
There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see. Cause I can feel the energy.
Playing from Chromebook _5E19.
Welcome back. So, I finally found a name for my segments when I'm interviewing people. And we're going to call this Lipstick on the Wine Glass. Kiddos, come here. This is the Come Out Talk Show. So this is lipstick on my wine glass. And this woman that's coming out, her name is Sunshyne, and she is 36 years old. And she says her favorite thing, what is it like being trans, is wonderfully crazy. Please give a warm welcome for Sunshyne. Can she get some music?
What up, you all? What
How are you?
What's up?
Oh,
you doing,
good. Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for
ma'am.
coming.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure to come here.
And thank you for my drink. This is my favorite part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
I get to sit back and sip and shut up.
Mm. Yeah, I'm trying to get me a drink, too.
So thank you. Thank you for coming to the show. Look, can I say this first? Ever since I met you, when I first met you, you've been a ray of sunshine.
Thank you.
You've been polite.
Thank
You've been a sweetheart. You've been down for me. It's never been shady. It's never been a evil look.
Right.
It's never been a hide today, not tomorrow. She has been consistent in who she is, and I fuck with her. Every time I see her, I light up. Hey, sis, hey. And it's not shady. If we're alone or if we're in a group of trans women, she's the real one. And that's why I invited her here tonight so we can get to know her a little bit. Please welcome again, Sunshyne. So what's up, sis? Let's dive right into it.
Yes, let's dive right in. I was listening from the back, so, like, I really do love that show with Yaya too, cause that's my shit. Like, it's called Our Kind of People. Our Kind of People. And I just actually ended up watching the latest episode to today, so it's really good. I don't know if you watched it yet.
There's the second one?
No, it's the third. It's the third episode.
Oh, I'm lost. You mean I could have watched 3 of them? I thought I was watching the first one.
No, baby, it's the third
Ooh.
episode.
I'm gonna watch that tonight after the show.
Yeah, like it's really good. It's
Oh,
really
Hulu?
good.
So Hulu,
It's
right?
on Hulu
It's
too.
on
Yeah.
Hulu or Fox.
You want to watch it?
Your whatever.
Yeah,
your
I gotta
network-
tap
your
in.
Network provider.
Yeah, I gotta tap in. I
Out.
like Yaya. She
It's
was
on
good.
demand.
She's
I
fine.
said, gotta tap in.
Yeah, I gotta tap in. She fine. So
I ain't even gonna finish that sentence. She is fine.
Yeah,
She is fine. And then I was gonna ask, is that her real hair?
Yeah.
And then she had that scene where she went live and the hair was way. I said, you better give them fever and let them know that that's your hair.
Yeah, but she had long hair when she was
On American Idol?
on American Top Model.
Was she? So wait a minute. That's not Yaya. That's Yaya from America's
The
Next
Top
Top Model. No wonder
Yes.
she's so beautiful. I thought she was from American Idol.
No,
Who's
she's
that
from
other
America's
lady?
Next Top
Well, maybe
Model.
I'm thinking Fantasia. Shade.
Wow. Yeah, that's Fantasia.
My lord, my lord. I have some questions for you. I
Okay,
actually
what's up? Shoot.
jotted down some stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Of course I can't. So, no, I gave them to one of y'all, and I don't know who got it. So you know what? I'm just going off the top of my head. So let's just go for it.
Okay.
Men.
What about him?
Let's talk about men.
What about her?
There they go. There they go. There they go. They're right there. Do you believe that men love trans women? That ain't it.
I think
The
so.
DL men.
No, not really. Most of them are in it for the sex.
How
I
do you
think-
handle that?
I make them pay me. I make them pay me.
Drop your cash app. What's your cash app?
Oh, my cash app is Sunshyne 3276. Okay.
If you want to tip her,
Tip me.
Tip her.
Okay.
okay. Do they pay well?
Yeah, most of the time. Like you really can basically gift of gab yourself.
And you don't have to do a damn thing.
And you really don't have to do much. Most people just want companionship with somebody. So I guess for
That
a
looks
little
like
for a
us?
little bit of time. Yeah, I think like we're the I guess you could say we're the fun girls, because I think chicks with sticks have more fun than regular chicks. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I love
We
it.
have more
Chicks and
fun.
sticks. Why do you say whoa? Why
I
does
said-
it make you uncomfortable?
It don't make me uncomfortable. I just for her to come out and just say
She
that.
said sticks.
Yeah, she said sticks. I
Sticks,
said,
sticks,
whoa.
sticks.
Yeah.
Nah, because
sticks,
you know when they say that,
sticks,
that's kind of
sticky, sticks,
I mean,
sticks.
derogatory word when you say that.
What?
And
Chicks
no
with
offense to
sticks?
my
Yeah.
trans sisters that
But wait a
want to
minute.
go
What
ahead
do
and
you
get
identify as?
I'm trans.
All right. And what do you like to call yourself?
A woman.
Okay. That's not offensive. There's some
No,
trans
No, I'm
women.
saying
say
to some trans women,
Yeah, it is.
like they want the whole, like say for instance, like what we was watching, what just came on?
Pose?
Yes, in Pose, when Electra wanted to go ahead
Yeah.
and do her transition.
Uh-huh.
And I believe that everybody's transition is their own. It's not one set way for you to be trans. There is no solid way, or you need to be this way, or you need to be that way.
Or a specific look.
Or a
And
specific
Electra's
look.
story is very relevant and real to a lot of trans women.
And I know a lot
today.
of trans women who had
Sorry, I couldn't
surgery,
understand.
and the
But I
person
may have
that
a
they
few
was with
recommendations.
left them
There's a
after
senior
they
complaint.
Would you
got
like to?
their surgery. Like they left, like dudes leave their trans women after they get their bottom surgery.
Correct.
And like I feel like they I guess kind of get used to seeing it or whatever, but you really have to really love somebody to or say that you will or be in love with somebody so much that it doesn't matter what they have or their genitalia.
But the reality is, a lot of men that are attracted to trans women are attracted to trans women because we have something that
Women don't.
Cisgender women
cisgender
don't.
women.
Right.
Cisgender women don't.
Right.
And my question is this wrong? Is the goal for every trans woman or every trans individual to ultimately get bottom surgery? Control room, please make sure it's connected via Bluetooth. And
I don't
is
think
that the
so.
goal?
I think it's the goal for some, not for all, because I'm not interested.
No, nor am I.
I will only get it. I mean, because to me, if I wanted to have a vagina, I need my vagina to work. Okay, I'm gonna want to have a baby. That's why I would want a vagina. if I can't make no baby, what's the point of me changing it?
Well, they are making strides in what they are doing
Right.
in medicine and science. So maybe one day, because I never knew I could be sitting here with this face.
Right.
Never in a million years. But because we made strides,
Mhm.
I'm able to sit here free of charge, mind you.
Okay.
Thank you, tax dollars, America. Love you. So that's a great point that you bring up. Very great point that you bring up. Was your transition tough?
For me, it wasn't really tough. I mean, I was raised. I'm from Florida.
Florida.
From Orlando, Florida. Give it to my Florida people.
It's connected.
My Sunshine State. I was raised Jehovah's Witness, so I didn't really get to have a choice in my body until I turned 18. So, and I kind of think that was what was right for me. I know you were saying that earlier, like when kids know should they transition. I think they should kind of do it when they're 18, like personally per se, because like when you're above, like when you're under 18, your focus should be going to school and graduating. I don't think it should be more so like your focus, because you have the rest of your life to transition. Like listen, you're only going to be a child one time. So I feel like you have to
I understand what you're saying.
right?
But-
Like you should, like you,
Right.
I feel like there are more important things
Yeah.
than your gender identity when you are a child.
Right.
So like for me, I feel like when it's your decision fully, you ain't got to worry about your parents saying ... because you can move out and you can do what it is that you want to do, how you want to do it. So I say you should, I mean, you could start transitioning earlier, but don't make that your main focus or your main goal. I think your main goal and focus should be graduating and getting out of school.
I hear that, but a lot of like people I talk to that transition early, they said they wanted to transition early because it would stop their puberty. You know? Pardon me. You don't have to go through that.
Right.
So they transition early to stop that. And also a lot of girls I know I talk to, they said they wanted to go through high school as a woman.
Right.
You know, so as when prom comes, they want to be
the football team.
When prom comes, they want to be asked out to go to prom.
Well, it was funny for me because I didn't transition, but when I came out in my senior year of high school. So when I came out,
did you say something about prom queen?
I kind of like that's when more boys actually gravitated towards me when I came out. So
what do you think of this technology?
I actually got more straight boyfriends after I came out than what I did before I came out.
Because they knew what it was. They knew what time it was. They know where to get down when it's right.
Yeah, it was very it was that. It was I'm not a hard case, I guess. The hardest thing I really had to deal with when I came out,
tell me, married,
was my family.
Your family.
Yeah.
Let's touch on that.
And
family.
I have a very close-knit family, and when I came out, I would say like half of them drew away from me, and then the other half gravitated toward me. So I never really like missed out on anything. But I'm glad I came out early because now everybody's around me. Like my family, I guess it took a while for them to get used
to and adjust
and get adjusted to it. So that's it's a little bit better. And then actually a lot more people in my family started coming out. My brother is gay.
Okay.
I'm gay. My cousin is gay. My auntie is gay. I have like a whole bunch of lesbians and dykes and It's you got it. You
Dykes,
name
really?
it, you got it. I got you. Yeah,
You can't
my
say,
family.
You can't say dykes. You gotta say like aggressive.
Yeah, because they don't. I don't think
Like
they like
AGs.
that
I'm
word.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That
I'm
word.
But
sorry.
this is what the Come Out Talk Show is about.
but
It's about learning.
You know what I'm saying? I say, okay, well, lipstick lesbians. I have studs.
Why we gotta give them
Okay.
labels?
Because this is what I
No
came
labels.
from. This is what I came from. That, why do they have to have labels? Why they got LGBTQIA element of Z, element of B? Like, I mean, everybody wants a label. Everybody wants a label. I don't know why. Why do we need? Why we need to say cisgender?
We're gonna take a break. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more with Sunshine.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's all.
And we're back. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show with your special guest, Sunshine. If you're just now tuning in, you are late. King?
Yes, ma'am. Did you have to come out twice?
No, I did not have to come out twice.
Oh,
When I came out, I went, like the year I came out, I also had my family reunion. So everybody already knew I was gay or whatever. So I just went to my family reunion with my hair done and, you know what I'm saying, my tight clothes on and, you know, and like, and when I say I had my hair done, I had me a 27-piece, honey. She was looking good, okay? Because this was
That must have
like,
been down to your cat.
no, actually, it was,
'Cause you short.
it was like right here. It was like down the middle of my back or whatever. And yeah, and I thought I was doing the damn thing too.
And you
Ladies
what?
love you. Ladies love your inches.
Yes,
They love your
and
inches.
so
Both-
I just went to
both
my family
inches.
reunion. I said, here, what you gonna do? And that's it. So no,
You said
I
what?
didn't. So
I
no, I
said
did
both
not.
inches.
Both inches, Lord.
Here.
Lord.
And there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Was you picked on a lot when you was in school?
Actually, yes, I was. I got picked on quite a lot.
I was a bully in high school, unfortunately.
But I was also the one that fought back. So
Okay.
I didn't really have physical bullying.
Okay.
It was more like mental and like emotional.
All right.
So
Some things you have to think about. Okay.
yeah, like oh, you know, it was like, oh, with your gay self or da 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 punk or whatever, you faggot, da da da.
Aw.
That they always say, but like I just started cussing their ass out and be like, fuck you. And
I have a question.
yeah.
How do you feel when men, I call it four-wall dating, when they just want to come over at night or after midnight, usually coming over for a sexual encounter? If you say you're not interested in a sexual encounter or not, but sometimes we just want to be held, whether it's hormonal or whether we just being dotty that night. But we invite a man over, he comes over, it's usually in the night, he's out by morning before sun is up. Can't be seen with him during the day, but he will gladly come between your four walls, and I call that four-wall dating. Do you do that? Do you
No.
condone that? And what do you say about that? Excuse me.
Well, first of all, I don't do that. I will not deal with somebody who wants to do that unless you're paying me. So once we do what we do, you got to know anyway. So I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like for me, but like if it's somebody that I'm actually dating, I never get those kind of people. I think I have a really good picker.
Mm-hmm.
I have a good antenna. Like my antenna doesn't go to bullshit, man. It just completely
So I have a
skips.
follow-up question. Hold on.
Yeah.
Since it keeps coming up. Decriminalizing sex work. Go for it. What's up with sex work? How do you feel about sex work? Why is it illegal? Why is it legal in Nevada?
Mm-hmm.
You can do it, or you need a card or whatever, but everywhere else it's illegal to accept money for a service that you're providing with your body.
I think it's complete bullshit because y'all motherfuckers won't give us no jobs anyway. So what else is we gonna do?
So
like, yeah, I mean, I can go to McDonald's and you think them bitches hiring me? No. So stop trying to get me trying to have no money because you ain't paying my bills and y'all ain't giving up no motherfucking no housing. They're not giving a bitch housing.
Especially now. There is a stigma
not
if y'all don't know.
Section 8. They ain't giving no bitch FEMA. They ain't giving us shit. So what else is there to do? I got to do something strange for some change. So let me do what I do.
In New York City against transgender and housing, which is why we keep marching. I mean, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of going up there saying, oh, all I need is housing in order for me to get on this path of being a productive citizen. Only things y'all say about trans women is that we want money and that we loud and that everywhere we go we fuck up shit because we tired of it not having our own shit.
Okay.
Now when we go for an apartment, y'all ready to take us because some of our credit is actually good, really good, because we ain't had no apartment to fuck it up before. So it's excellent, it's immaculate. Y'all see us on paper, but because the name doesn't match the actual presence that you get that's coming to look for these apartments, all of a sudden it's a stigma. So when you see a trans women, automatically we are prostitutes, automatically we're gonna fuck up your shit, automatically we're gonna have wild parties, people coming in and out. No, this is not the case. All we need is a stable housing, safe housing, and not some kind of ratchet apartment
and a real job.
Down and a real job. So my shame on you moment tonight goes to all you shitty landlords in New York City that won't give us a motherfucking apartment.
Okay.
That's the shame on you moment.
Okay.
Y'all tonight. And I have spoken. I'm glad you brought that up because it's a real issue.
It's real bullshit. Like, it sucks. It really sucks.
King?
Yes. I heard that you from Atlanta. From Orlando, Florida.
Right.
What made you come to New York?
I always wanted to move to New York. Actually, I wanted to move to New York when I turned 18.
Wow.
My
mom said, hell no. She was like, you cannot go. No. So then
Did you hear something was going on in New York City that you wanted to come here?
My aunt actually moved up here. I always felt Florida was too slow for me.
The care from New York versus Florida, is it easier out here to get Medicaid and medical attention versus in the South? Can you walk me through that in the South? How is it?
Not really, because I didn't really ever have insurance on my own until Obamacare came out when I was in Florida.
No.
So that's when it was cheap enough for me to afford. So, like, when you get insurance and stuff in down south, it's very expensive. I came up here, they gave me everything. I ain't have to pay nobody shit. All I had to do was sign up. So, like, it's very much easier up here. The programs up here are easier. The doctors are better, and they're more.
If a girl wants to move,
they're more efficient in affirming your gender up here than they are down south. Like down south, they still will call you Mister, and they see your name ain't got nothing to do with a Mister.
That's when you start suing people.
Yeah. So like,
capture it on video and sue their asses.
And since I have been mostly healthy my whole life. I never really had to go to the doctors down there.
Amen.
So yeah, so no.
Amen.
Yeah.
What's the scariest thing about being a Black trans woman in New York City?
The struggle with our own people.
Talk about it.
I am sick of the stigma and stereotype that the Black transgender girls put on each other, and like how they misjudge somebody a lot, especially like when it comes to their transition. Like we talking about, you know, the pretty girl versus the one that's not so pretty.
Or just transitioning.
Or just starting their transition, and they still
Like
look a little
like those bitches forget where the fuck they came from.
Yeah,
like they
they-
just woke up like that one day. You're not Beyonce, bitch. The only
and
Beyonce
you know
around
what I'm
here is
saying?
me.
When they're still looking like a little bit like Chewbacca or something, you know, it's just, you know, I hate that instead of like uplifting them or be like, you know,
Be more
well,
supportive.
since I can help you, like be more supportive. Like, you know, reach out to them. Maybe it's some things that they don't know.
Yeah,
like maybe they
absolutely.
just started. Like, and nobody's telling them these things. So
Absolutely.
I feel like it's each one teach one. And so when it comes to Black transgender women, we could be very this is not for the judgmental. So your transition is not for the faint of heart. Okay, I'm gonna let you know you cannot be flip-floppy when it comes to your transition. You
But
cannot
guess
be
what? You can be flip-floppy because they have something that's called non-binary.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not transitioning though.
Right.
Non-binary
But they still want to be
I call those-
respected.
I call them butch bunnies.
But they're not butch
Really?
bunnies.
They is butch
Some
bunnies.
people-
Oh,
That's
no,
a little
I don't know.
prejudice.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, but
They're
I'm
very
saying
prejudiced.
no. When we call them bunny down south because they hop in and out, or they hop over here one day, they hop over here.
But
It's the same
everybody's
thing. I know it's
transition is
non-binary.
there.
They not conforming to
They're gender non-conforming.
Gender.
Yeah.
So yes, they're gonna flip flop. That's
That's a
yeah.
bunny. That's a bunny. That's what we call them. It's a bunny.
Okay.
Now you just sat here and said
They
that you
are.
didn't like those girls.
I didn't say I didn't like them. I said
Or-
we should help them.
You have
You
or
asked
there's
me.
a
You asked
problem
me
with
what the
girl.
problem is. I told you what the problem is. Okay, I didn't say I'm good with names and stuff like that. Okay, because I'm not,
Okay.
and that wasn't saying it
Fair
in a judgmental way. So
Fair
excuse
enough.
me if you feel judged by what I just
Fair
said.
enough, because I can see the mad faces flying up the screen now. Or tomorrow when I look at the
Probably,
feed,
but yeah,
I'm going to say, oh.
but
ooh.
in essence, that's a bunny.
But like I said, this is the Come Out Talk Show is about having these conversations, and
Right.
it's about learning. It's
Yeah.
about learning,
I still have a-
learning new language,
Yeah.
learning new acceptance. It's all about learning. We're gonna take a break.
Pronouns and everything.
I have a hard time
We gotta take a break.
with it.
Hold on. We gotta take a break, and when we come back, we will get our final questions from our guests. Our guests will also get to ask me one question, any question,
Okay.
and she will also get to ask the king one question, any question. We must answer it truthfully
No problem.
and honestly.
No problem.
And then we'll come back and take some questions from our audience. And we will wrap up this episode of the Come Out Talk Show. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show with your special guest, Sunshine, your co-host, King Cleatrell,
Yes,
and
indeed.
me, your pink princess. We'll be right back. I thought we was getting new music. Okay. He need a training, right? We need a training. Because tonight was a little messy. Don't we want one more? Hold on, we need one more for this segment. Let me hurt. Look at my cupcake.
No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win it all.
Tonight I'm not happy, but we're going to talk about it in the
It goes on and on and on. There's something going on
it's mostly her. So we're gonna get a whole
I'm
bunch
feeling growing stronger every day. I never just believe in what I see. Cause I can feel the energy. I've met my demons one too many times. They taught me lows are what makes you feel so high. No matter how far my mind would wander, I'd always dare it to go even farther. Cause I got demons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got demons to there's something going on inside of me. I'm feeling growing stronger every week. I never just believe in what I see. Cause I can feel the energy.
Welcome back to the Come Out Talk Show. Look, please just give a round of applause to our camera technical guy, Danny, in the building tonight. He's new. We are going to stick with him because I don't believe in just throwing people out to the curb here. We're going to teach him how to get it together, and we're going to be patient with him until he gets it together, like controlling the lights and the speakers, and sometimes there's technical problems, and he's still learning. So please bear with us. We are still a baby talk show. All right. Now this is the part where our audience gets to participate. But before we do that, we're going to turn it over to our special guest. You are now the host of the Come Out Talk Show.
Host. Well, hey, y'all.
And you get to ask us anything you want, whether embarrassing, non-embarrassing, so have you. So,
Okay.
Here.
So, I'm going to say for you, Miss Pink Princess, okay, your question is going to be, because this is actually a really good question that I heard somebody say this week already.
Okay.
So,
I'm scared.
there is a movie being made about your life.
Mine?
Yes.
Mine.
Yes. Who would you pick to portray you in your own life? Your own life movie.
Easy. Let me hear it. How about y'all know me? Who is it?
Beyonce.
Hey! That's just portraying me. Miss Beyonce knows herself. Hi, Beyonce. I want you to tell my story. Aretha Franklin told Jennifer Hudson how to do it, and Jennifer really got her ass up there. How was that movie, by the way?
I have not seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I have not seen it yet.
You haven't seen it either? You haven't seen it either?
No.
Looks like the Come Out Talk Show is taking a field trip to see the Aretha Franklin story. We'll be back to tell you how it went.
Okay.
You're all invited.
Okay. So I'm gonna answer that question too, because I like this question.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I would want Keke Palmer to be in it. I think Keke is doing a really good job. I think she looks like me.
Yes, she
or
does.
I look like her.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. And then she also did this other movie. Forget the name of it, but she played a. I'm not sure if I'm staying politically correct, y'all, but
don't say it. Don't say it.
She played a stud in the movie.
Pimp.
Okay, yeah, can you
Like
say
a pimp.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Pimp. Did y'all ever see that movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a
I
good
was
movie.
like, oh, she can act her ass
It was a
off.
good movie. Real good movie.
Yes, it's a if y'all ain't seen it, go watch that movie.
Lee Daniels made it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Lee Daniels.
You gotta ask him his question. We running out of time.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. We just talking and stuff, and I'm liquored up.
We got 2 minutes.
So Trail, tell us about your most embarrassing moment of your life.
Oh man, most embarrassing moment in my life is when I was in I think 6th grade, my freshman year in junior high school, and I had a lot of girls in my class, and a lot of girls used to compliment me on how I dress, and I always had my mother used to keep me in the latest Jordans,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. And it was one day I had a bad cold. I had a real runny nose and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to go to school.
Right.
So I'm going to school and I got a whole pack of tissue and I'm blowing my nose crazy and everything. And once I blow my nose, I'm thinking I'm all right. I'm good at everything. And then one girl looked at me and said, "Oh my God, you got snot on your shirt."
Snotty!
Oh, yo, it's so crazy. I started laughing. I said,
How embarrassing. Sunshine,
man.
thank you so much for coming to the Come Out
It's
Talk
my
Show. It's been a pleasure. So now that you have been a guest on the show, we
Yes.
welcome you here anytime. You
Yes.
just call us and say, "Look, I'm heading over. We have an audience. We have a place for you always here."
Oh,
Any
thank
Saturday at
you.
9 p.m., 6 p.m. sometimes, whenever. But you have a golden ticket, my love.
Oh, thank you.
It was so great talking to you.
All right, come on, Treya.
Well, that wraps it up.
Bye, y'all.
Tune in next week at 6 p.m. instead of 9. Remember, I told you that. Where we will be talking to someone very, very special from Harlem who's making changes. Join us next week. Have a safe week. We love you.
Bye. I wanted to talk some more shit. All right, y'all. Now we smoke that
Oh,
time.
man. It might be something like this for
Let
Halloween.
it run a little bit.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best.
Let the song play out and then cut it. We're what
No
following.
matter how hard my life would treat me,
You need a
I'd always
costume.
get what I could never worry. 'Cause I got
Yeah.
reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got no reasons to win it all. What I got is just a feeling, but it's so strong. It goes on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see. 'Cause I can feel the energy. They taught me lows are what makes you feel so high. No matter how far I might wander, I always dare to go even farther. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win it all. What I got is just a feeling, but it's so strong. It goes on and